Hi, this is Sonny Magana, and I'm going to share some information about my new book, Disruptive Classroom Technologies, and a framework that I've developed and include in this new book called the T3 framework. The T3 framework stands for three different categories of technology use in education: translational, transformational, and transcendent. The reason I came up with this idea is that I taught myself how to play guitar at a young age, at 14, 15 years old. And I kept playing the same songs over and over, whatever I heard on the radio, and was just transposing them onto an acoustic guitar, sitting around a campfire. I did this for a number of years and had a great time. And then I heard Eddie Van Halen. And Eddie Van Halen's disruptive innovation completely changed how I thought about playing guitar. I happened to hear an interview Eddie gave on radio station in Philadelphia when I was growing up, and he said, you're the kind of kid that maybe is playing guitar, you're sitting around the campfire playing songs over and over. And I thought, hey, he's talking to me. He knows what I'm going through. And he said, if that's what you're doing, if you're sitting around the campfire playing guitar, keep doing that. But know that you're in a stage. And if you want to get better, you got to go through another stage, a stage that he called the Chuck Berry stage of playing guitar. He said Chuck Berry invented rock and roll almost single handedly. And all those riffs and leads and licks that Chuck Berry learned, he said all great guitarists have to learn that. And then Eddie said something else. You have to go through that phase in order to get to the next phase where you are innovating on your own and creating your own music. And that stayed with me from age 14 on as a framework to help me make sense of my musicianship and to move forward in my playing. That's exactly the idea behind the T3 framework. It is a hierarchy of how we use technology in education to improve instructional quality and unleash students' limitless learning potential. So let me take you through a few stages. The first stage is the translational stage of technology, which is where we're using technology just to translate from an analog to a digital medium. There are two phases in that stage: the automation phase and the consumption phase. Now, these add some value. Automating tasks, reducing errors, increasing efficiency, that all adds some value. Even consuming digital media in multiple senses that stimulate sight, sound, tactile, kinesthetic sense, that adds value, but it's relatively low. And the predominant use of technology in education in 2017 is translational. We have to go a bit further and identify transformational stage of technology. And there's two elements to that: production and contribution. In the production stage, students produce mastery goals. They track and visualize their progress towards mastery goals and produce knowledge artifacts that represent what they can do, what they know, and more importantly, how they think about what they know and what they can do, making their thinking not just visible, but explicit using production technology tools. They can go a step further and use those digital archives to contribute to the learning of others. That's transformational because it changes the role of the student from a student to a teacher. The final stage is transcendent technology use, and this goes above and beyond the normal known range of experiences and expectations with technology. There are two phases to the transcendent technology use category: inquiry design and social entrepreneurship. In inquiry design, students wrestle with, identify, and investigate a wicked problem that matters to them. And then they forge new lines of inquiry that are designed to make a contribution to solving that wicked problem that matters to them. In the social entrepreneurship phase, students use a whole host of readily and freely available environments, such as coding environments, platform building tools, blogs, wikis, podcasts, and coding resources to generate iteratively a more robust solution to that wicked problem that matters to them. So that's the T3 framework: translational technology use, transformational technology use, and transcendent technology use. We need to move beyond just sitting around the campfire playing the same songs, because the effect of that type of technology use, the translational technology use, over the past 50 years has been really disappointing. The strategies and resources in the T2 and T3 phases, transformational and transcendent technology use, have increases of student achievement upwards of 2, 3, or more years of academic gain in a single year. So why just sit around the campfire? Learn to teach like Chuck Berry plays guitar, and then you can develop your own innovative approaches to using technologies for you and your students. Thank you very much. This is Sonny Magana. Here's a few uh, comments from my book. It was reviewed by some luminaries in education, like John Hattie, Robert Marzano, and Michael Fullen. I hope you found this useful, and I'll look forward to hearing from you. Thanks very much. This is Sonny Magana. Cheers.